Hello everyone and welcome back to ModLife 4 episode number 11. And since we last left off, quite a bit has happened. I apologize for the videos. We will be getting more soon, I promise. We're going to keep this going because this is probably going to be a long running series. Because I really like this mod pack and I want to try to touch on a lot of the mods because, well, the mods I added are ones that I really enjoy. I've really kind of gotten a little busy, and this week I'm actually going to get fairly busy as well because I am planning a trip out of town for a couple days. So unfortunately, today I got really busy as well. I really just didn't get a whole lot of time. I will try to see if we can get some more done this week. If not, then definitely next week. But we've been streaming and a lot of things have happened. I've been working on quite a few things. We've moved some stuff in the previous episodes, and well, check it out. Look at this. We've gotten quite a bit of goodies. We got our mob farm upgraded. We got a bunch of ender pearls. We got a bunch of gunpowder. Currently, I'm collecting ink sacs, and I'll show you why in a minute. We've been working on using our pistol. We've gotten a lot of fun things just kind of made and done. You'll notice that I also got this like little remote lever I'll tell you all about here in just a minute. In fact, I think the game sounds are a little loud. I need to turn those down. So let me show you guys some stuff. So I spent a couple hours on stream one day. We were working on a few things, and yes, that's a spare just in case I get locked out for reasons. But I've done a little bit of stuff in here. Not anything too crazy, except for this right here. I love this thing. The Rainbow Furnace. So if we type in @furnace, you'll see this wonderful Iron Furnaces mod sitting here, and I pretty much skipped through most of these. Now in the previous series in, what was that? Dang it, I already forgot the name. I actually already forgot the name of it. Team Rustic? I think it was. I think we was playing Team Rustic last. We worked our way up, I believe, to the Emerald Furnace. But yeah, eventually you can make the Rainbow Furnace, and to make that, you need rainbow plating, which requires one of each of the other furnaces to make the 8 plates, and then in the center for the rainbow core, you need 2 netherite furnaces, which requires 4 pieces of netherite. So that's what took me a little while to really do. I went into the nether, we mined, strip mined for a while, and we ended up finding some netherite. So we got plenty of that, and, well, I say plenty, we had enough to make this. And went ahead and made the Rainbow Furnace. Now this thing is beautiful in the sense because it smelts items like a mad, crazy person. I don't really know where I was going with that. Doesn't really make sense. Anyways, it does an entire stack at once, and that's without a speed upgrade. But the speed upgrade does make it indeed go faster as well. As far as burning coal in this, it will burn through coal fairly quick. But it will do a stack at a time, which is glorious and wonderful. I do want to automate this. We might do a little bit on that today. We'll see what we can get into. Definitely storage system-wise, things are looking a little crazy, but we got a whole bunch of bins made, set up for basically just a lot of the items that are, we're going to get a lot of. This is reserved for sand, but we do need to set up a system to get sand. Maybe something else to possibly consider working on today. I went ahead and upgraded some of these as well, make them a little bit bigger, except for the ones from metal barrels, because you can't really upgrade those past this. This would be maxed out, by the way, with upgrades, and I'm pretty sure I showed how to do that in a previous episode, but this is indeed very much maxed out. Now, as far as our little drill bore that I've been using to get us resources, I dismantled that because I was going to try something. Totally did not work. But I did also set up this little guy over here, the flywheel, because of this furnace burner sitting here from Creates Crafts and Additions. Now, I think it's an upgrade or an update to the mod, but it's super easy to make. This, hold on. I'm so used to typing in so I apologize, but from Creates Crafts and Additions, very simple to make. It's literally a furnace and a piece of andesite alloy. Basically what this does is it allows you to, instead of having to cook an actual item inside of it, like we were doing like stone or wood to make charcoal, you can just literally put in fuel. And so I put in a whole stack of blocks of coal, and this thing's been running for a long time. Is it a waste? Yes. Does it keep this thing running? Yes. So, do I care if I'm wasting resources? No, not really. This is Minecraft. We go through and we get all the resources that we need. We just go get it. And plus I have fortune, so that's Silk Touch, but I have fortune too. So, it's not really a big deal. Plus, I have plenty of coal chilling in here. I mean, look at this. We still have 620. I had over 2,000. So, not a big problem. So, we got another 1.2 thousand here generating, plus the other at the windmill. So, we're about 2,400 on our fatick at the moment. Not too bad. I see you. And the other thing that I've been working on is right there. Pretty amazing. Yep. So I have decided to start working towards getting us even closer to our actual base build. Now, I've been working on some ideas on when and how I want to go about doing this, and currently we have this little design going here called the gantry. Now, I was also considering doing this as well for maybe a little bit more speed for during recording. So I'm going to need a lot of things. Well, kind of the reason why we need the ink sacs. So these are vector plates from Dark Utilities, and that requires the blank plates, which is a whole bunch of black dye and some stone for the actual blank plates, and then from there, sugar and slime. So super easy to get there. By the way, my sugarcane farm is not working, and something I will need to make eventually. So these things are fairly quick, and the top tier is going to require gold. So just some gold nuggets, iron nuggets, and sugar. I mean, it's really nothing, and it's pretty quick. So if we line this all the way to the base, which is going to be about 600-700 blocks away, and this is just me playing with some ideas here. We have these fixtures here from Simply Light. I will show you some more about what we've done in the future. Or actually, no, I'll just show you now. I was going to say later on, but I'll show you now. So we got concrete lining the outsides. We have block carpentry set up for the angles on the edges. They're raining. I guess it's raining. Okay. And then Simply Light have these inverted blocks for illumination, which I like a lot. So every 50 blocks these are set up, and they're going to be providing support and light on the inside. But let me show you guys what this whole remote is all about. So this is a gantry, and down here is the gantry shaft. You'll see that it is currently turning, and no, it is not turning very fast. Also, this is not going to be affecting this as well. I already tested it. I was curious if it was going to actually make it go faster, and it might in a sense in some spot if I do it right, but currently as it's set up, does not affect the gantry at all. So if you don't know how this works, you need the gear shift, which I will go ahead and show you guys how to make that real quick. The gear shift right here. Very simple to make. Andesite casing, 2 cogwheels, and some redstone. So this is basically what dictates which way that this actually moves. And then the gantry itself, I will show you the gantry carriage. I can't speak today. I don't know why. It's pretty simple to make as well. Most things from Create generally are. It seems like it's the fun of setting them up is, I guess, maybe more of the challenge. So we got the cogwheels, we have the shafts, andesite casing. And then for the actual shafts, which rotate, we need some andesite alloy and redstone, which makes 8 per craft. So lots of iron, lots of andesite, always needed. So we have this wonderful electric motor set up. We're gonna go and turn this thing up to max because I want to show you guys how this thing actually works. Look how fast that's spinning. And yes, this as well is spinning that fast. So that means the faster that this thing moves, the faster this is going to move. Now this is also currently set up with a whole bunch of glue, so it's all glued together and everything. And this remote lever right here is made with a stone button, a lever, and a smooth stone slab from Cyclic. And basically, as it says, binds this to a lever in the world, shift click to activate it remotely. And is basically set up to this lever right down here. And super easy to do. Position saved. That's all you got to do. And then right click and it's on. And we're moving. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? Now, I do have a small little problem, and this is basically going to be more for showing, like, it off, this area. Also, don't mind that. This is the problem right here. I'm not sure why it does that. In fact, That's actually broken off. That is rather unfortunate. Huh. I think I know why it does that. I think it's because it's too far away. So, kind of a little bit of a problem that we've basically run into. Which is the other reason why I have the other method anyways, but yeah. We're going to run into this problem, I think, a couple times, probably down going through this very long tunnel. So this is actually very... We've gotten this thing actually pretty far. I can actually show you guys on the map, and that exactly about how far we've already run. So it's fairly quick to move you, and we're currently down here. I have this running all the way currently into this iceberg. Basically, you can't see it because it is currently not lit up all the way, but yeah. So I think our base area is going to be set up around here-ish. I can't really quite remember where the base is. Potential new base on. Yeah, so down here. Right, okay. So we're currently almost there. Not going to take us too much longer. It's taking us quite a bit of glass to do this, by the way. But yeah, it's going to look pretty amazing. And it's very dark down there. Trust me. But this is very neat. I love the gantry. It's really cool. I'm not really sure exactly how I'm going to fix this. The only thing I can assume is maybe possibly making some chunk loaders. That is the only thing. I hit the thing. Gosh dang it. Good thing I have this remote though. Oops. Tried to time that just right and it did not work. Let's see about making a chunk loader. I actually have not thought about doing that, but maybe that would be beneficial in this. What do you know? Can load up to 3x3 chunks. I'm gonna make 2, and then we're just gonna do this, and then a single chunk. I'm gonna hold on to that other one for later. So I don't know if this is actually gonna work, but let's go ahead and see if it disconnects again. Give it a second sitting there while he's crafting to see if it'll unload, and then we'll see as we kind of move back down here to see if it did it again, which it looks like it did. Very janky. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set this up. Not loaded, loaded. All right. Okay. Let's see if it works this time. I might have to break and replace it. We got a really sick, nasty storm going on. But I wanted to show you guys everything that I've been working on. I've been really happy and excited to do it. I'm not really sure what we're going to do in these little areas though yet. I still need to figure it out. Actually, hold on. Let's just sit back here for a second. We'll clean up our inventory real fast. Get rid of this, that, you, and all that good stuff. Okay then. Well done. All right. So yeah, we're going to be starting working on the new base here pretty soon. Hopefully trying to get it set up over the week on stream. And then after that, probably the next couple of videos, you guys should be able to start seeing kind of our transition over to the new base and possibly us setting up a lot of awesome new stuff in there as well. Yeah, and I like that area. So you know what? Guess what? It worked. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to do that the whole way, aren't I? Regardless, it's not a bad fix. We can kind of see where it does it at. But if I put chunk loaders down, we should not have a problem, I would imagine. Wherever at least it seems to break at, maybe? Plus these will be hidden. We can actually hide those a little bit later on. Also, I need to light this place up. Just do a little torch buy. Not a big deal. No biggie. Alright, so this thing does drain a little bit of power, but we are basically producing more power than this is actually using. So for the most part, I can pretty much leave this going at that speed as much as I want. So just for reference, turning this down to almost as slow as it goes, you can see how slow and smoothly this actually works on there. It's pretty interesting. I really like it. So, alright, let's do some other stuff, shall we? We got some things I'm sure we need to do and work on. Got a really bad thunderstorm going on out here. This is where my machine was that we built, and I tore it down, but we will be rebuilding it, I promise you this. I'm just... not yet. Also, like I said, that thing is not working. It's something to do with inspirations and how the sugar cane grow. You can see the little stuff on the top. For some reason, it's not growing right, and it's like glitching out with this thing. So I don't know which it is. I think it's one of the two. It's not working unless I get my watering can out and start watering this whole thing. So I'm probably gonna tear it down, and we'll have to try to figure out another method of possibly doing it. And I'll have to maybe set up some kind of actual timer instead of a detection of when it's actually grown and such. So anyways, we're gonna do a little bit of work in here, I think. So let's see what we can actually work on real quick. I think I want to kind of set it up to where we can automate this. So what do I have? I don't think chest-wise, because it would be really cool if I had like ender chest, but I don't have ender chests. I have that ender chest, but it doesn't work the way I want. I don't know why I didn't put ender chest in here, because that would have been very useful. Huh. But I need something that I'd have access to, or that, you know what? Because I want to kind of set up auto processing to where we can process up our stuff and then have it automatically send out. So I think what we'll do real quick is let's get an experimental something. So let's just see what kind of ore we have real fast. And so we have like all of this copper. That's a good example. Let's do it. So we have a bunch of different types of copper that we're going to have to deal with, right? But thankfully with the mods that we have installed, it's not going to be that much of an issue. Yeah, well, gold's another good one we can do. You know, I hate doing this, but I really... I always feel like I have to keep doing this. It's literally, like I said, I talked about this on my stream the other day. It's actually like a curse. Because it's like I always feel like I'm always making more and more of these. I thought I had one in there. I'm always making more and more of these. And it's just like, it's the plague. It just keeps spreading and going. It doesn't stop. It's like, this is how I solve all of my issues ever. It's just make more. And I need to stop. I have a problem. This is not good. Uh-oh, I might sneeze. Yep. Okay. Sorry about that. I was able to mute that time. Alright, there we go. Linked up, ready to go. So, this is the other reason why I'm actually pretty much ready to set up the base, because I like this room for like what it is. I didn't really want to add a whole lot to this, honestly. Kind of just make it more of our furnace room. I know it's like kind of our machine room. I just didn't really want to put all of my machine stuff in the house either, if you know what I mean. So what this is going to do is it's going to give us a little bit more space for our my brain just died. Energy, power. We're gonna have more. Yeah. Also, I made some speed upgrades. Speed these machines up just a little bit. Very easy to do. And some infused alloys. We made that earlier. Some osmium dust. I used that with a hammer on ore, just because I didn't feel like using the enrichment chamber. And a couple pieces of glass. To apply them, you can put them in the machine. If you guys don't know, there's a little upgrade button you pop on in here if you want. It will automatically add them in. Or if you want to do it a little bit faster, shift right click on the machine will automatically add them in as well, speeding it up also. So this is currently using 200 amphiatic, which is what it says it's using. I don't believe it, because that number's going down and I'm producing 2400 RF a tick. What the heck is so loud? Okay, I like the sound of water and everything. I'm serious when I say that, but you know, sometimes things are just really, really darn loud and they just need to stop. Better. Oh my god. Crows! Shush! Doing stuff. Alright. So there's the gold. We're going to go ahead and just put in a few pieces of this one. There we go. So this is going to make mechanisms, copper dust for all of these, regardless of what we put in. So we put in that one. We're going to put in the middle one now. We'll put in some thermal copper in a second so you can see it's basically doing the same thing. So it's all of the dust mod. I can't remember, just another ore processing dust mod something or another. Just another ore processing attempt mod, something like that. But basically it makes a whole bunch of copper dust. So let's go ahead, now that we have that set up, we will make some cable if we don't have, oh, well, we got some, there we go, perfect. And then I think we're gonna need the filtered link cable. Inventory link with filtering options. So we did that over here. And as you can see, this is where it actually adds in priority. So all of these are set to a -1. Smaller goes first. I love that he adds that in. Makes me feel good. Import contents as filter. Also has an ignore list. So very nice. All right, so let's set this up. So what I'm thinking is we're going to go ahead and set up a barrel over here. And this is indeed a light blue barrel. We're going to go ahead and set up our link right there. Make sure it's hooked up. We're going to bring this down and around because eventually we might need more. But for now, that'll work. So currently, what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and do that. Does it really matter? Priority goes first. Actually, hold on a minute. What? Does he have import cables? Hold on, cable. I already had it typed in. I'm an idiot. Yeah. For now, let's do that. We'll do this one instead. I mean, that one would work. Actually, it probably might work better for what I'm doing currently because I don't have it automatically going into the system, if that makes sense. So as soon as we put it in the system, it would have recognized this as a smaller priority if we set it that way, and it would have just worked just fine anyways. But this will kind of save us for the future. Huh? Oh, there's a filtered one. Well, that makes sense. He's kind of changed things a little bit than I remember. I don't remember that being like that. There we go. So now we should be able to click on it. Perfect. Smaller priority goes first. Always on. There we go. So what is this? Import contents as filter. Not really sure how this works, so we get to learn together today. Perfect. Allow list. Oh. Wait a minute. Do I need to make an export one? Because I always get this confused. I think I need to make the export one. Every time I get this confused. All the time. I don't even know why. But every time I get into like different systems, because like it's like refined storage and all the other ones, they're just so different. I don't understand that. Why does it do 18? That's why I've been doing it like that, because I've just been kind of curious. Okay, so if I put this in, say for instance, here. All right, perfect. There you go. So we can see that now being filtered into the barrel. So that made sense as to why this was not connecting in the first place. Anyways, all right, so that's obviously a bug, right? Tell me that's a bug. I mean, it's just because I looked away for like all of 2 seconds. Yeah, okay, so it's still working. All that matters is it's still working. So we got this advanced filter here. Now, I think that might be the way to go. So let's go ahead and type in, I guess, export. What is that thing called? Add pipe. These things. So we're gonna have to work our way up through the tier. I thought I had extra pistons. Why didn't I recognize the pistons I had already in there? I don't understand. Why am I so out of gold? Also, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's just gonna pull that number anyways. That doesn't really matter what you set it up in here as. I was just curious. I had to try after that. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and slowly upgrade through the tiers because we have all of this. I actually have blaze rods now too, so it's not a big deal to make that. And then there's the ultimate one, which does 64 items every 0.5 seconds. This one does 64 every 0.5 seconds. Basically, it looks like the only difference there is slots of filters, and one does more fluids than the other. So, not too bad for us. I want fast on this, and that's the reason. Because this does a whole stack at a time. That's just going to make things a whole lot easier on us. So there we go. We got that set up. Super simple. Very, very wonderful. So now, here's the thing. Okay. I've not heard that one before. That was not my stomach. That is an evil little box. I really don't want to turn my back on that thing. Alright. Sure. Alright, we're gonna be working with this little friend down here. We're gonna make our ore processing a little bit more fun after I figure out what the heck is going on. Does this... I'm a little curious about something. I might have to set this up a little differently. Let's go ahead and pick that up real quick. I got an idea. First things first, we're going to pick this guy up. We're going to put him... I want this, okay? This is what I want. I do want that. And right now, currently, I am thinking... I'm sorry. I am currently thinking. I didn't have this planned in my head. But I do want to upgrade this as well. But let's give this thing a little bit of power as well. So we're going to go ahead and put down this guy. I think a good place for this will be here. Sure. For now. Because this is going to be our smelting method. And honestly, Mechanism has a way of smelting items really quickly. This is just really cool, and I want to use that. And I don't know why I clicked that. That's not the thing I wanted. Okay, so let's upgrade this thing. So let's go to type in tier. I believe it's tier. Yeah, these right here. Basic tier installers. So we're going to need to make the initial one. We will make the second one. We won't, actually, because I am out of alloys now. I'm out of alloys? Wow, I'm out of alloys. All right, so anyways, we're going to make the first one. So after making the enrichment chamber, which, by the way, is super easy, because I have not shown you guys yet, we just need some steel casing. Requires a little bit of steel. Made that with the metallurgic infuser, which I'm pretty sure I showed at one point, if you guys don't know. That's also super easy to do. It's literally the first machine you have to make in Mechanism. It is a couple furnaces, some osmium, some iron, some redstone, and to power it early on without anything in the bottom slot, you can put redstone right down here, and it will power your machine. So if you don't have power, you can go ahead and power it with some redstone. So it's not that bad. So anyways, so we made that. 2 coal per 1 iron makes steel. So 1 coal in with a piece of iron first makes enriched iron. Put that back in again. Get you the steel blend. Cook it. There you go. You got your steel. Super easy to get steel. So we have the enrichment factory, which basically will guarantee us a double of our ore. So I just started using this for other reasons, but I figured for now, let's go ahead and use it for that. So steel casing, super easy, 4 steel. osmium, 4 glass, we got that going, and then the rest of this. So the basic circuits made here with a couple pieces of redstone, some osmium, and the metallurgic infuser, and all that good stuff. So there you go. Now right-clicking on this with a shift right-click will upgrade the machine and give us 3 slots. Also make sure you always click this so it auto-sorts. There's a good reason for this. That would be it. Also, this machine will take quite a bit more power than the normal one. Now this also does have the upgrades in it. Now adding in the other upgrades as well, which are going to be energy upgrades, would help conserve our power a little bit more. Right now I'm not too worried about that. But let's go ahead and set this up. So I want to set up the side config. We're going to set up auto eject, and the left is going to be set up to our output, which, as you can tell, already got us set up. So that is going to be our trick here. So I'm thinking what we'll do to fix this and finish this off is we're going to go ahead and take in, for instance, this is what I'm worried about though. I don't know if this has a way to detect like ore dictionary. So that's a little bit of what I'm worried about. So like auto processing is, yeah. Anyways, let's do something. I think for now, we're gonna make 2 different barrels in case I need them. And I'm gonna go and place one there, and I think we might end up placing one there. Side config, we're gonna go and set up to input on both of these. I think that should work. Oh, it doesn't automatically input. I thought it did. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, poop. I might need to borrow you. Yeah, that's rather unfortunate, actually. We're gonna go and upgrade that thing. We will go ahead and also place this down here. I really thought that was gonna work. I don't know why. I really don't. For the sake of everything, let's just go ahead and just use this one. Wait a minute. That's a fluid pipe. That's why I didn't use that one before. That makes sense. We had fluid pipes for some reason. I don't remember why. Alright. No? There we go. Alright, so whatever comes into here, we want it to go into this guy. So now that's where we need to figure out how this is going to work. We need an export cable, correct? Yes, maybe, possibly. And will you pull in all the copper? So if I put in this. Import contents as filter. What does that mean? Does that mean it's saved in there? No. Yeah. Yep, that's rather unfortunate. What the heck? No. If we type in copper, yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. That's gonna be a little annoying. I really thought that was gonna help out. So the last thing we can really do is, for instance, if we really wanted to, let me just quickly do that. That's my blaze spawner, by the way. We made a sack of holding. You can find that in here. Very simple to make. There you go. And then here, I think we'll do an import. And I'm not really sure. Are these not working? Okay. Will that work? Okay, that's working good. It's just not working fast because we need speed. Okay, these are just having a really weird time connecting. So anyways, for the most part, we have this basically set up. The downside is that I may not have enough space in here to put in every single ore because we're going to have a bunch of different types of ores. That's kind of the problem. So might have messed up, but yeah. Listen, I didn't say I was good at making mod packs, okay? Never once did I say I was good at it. So if we just go ahead and put all of these in here, which the other solution is, and I'm not sure if it's going to work, but the other solution is hooking up another one of these on this side, and that way, well, you know, it should work. I just don't think you can hook up two inventories of the same one, two of these to the same inventory, or two inventories to one of these is the problem. I think does not work. Hooking up two of these to a single inventory should work. So if we need more, we just do that and add that in. So now, as long as we add all of those in, those should be automatically getting exported. Yes, we are going to be wasting fuel in here. That is not a problem for me right now. I'm not worried about it, but we can hook this up to power, which we will do eventually. But I have gone on long enough for tonight, so that is going to be it for me today. And I will hopefully be getting back to you guys again very, very soon with some more videos. And this is going to be my janky processing setup for the time being. And the greatest thing about it is that I love the thought of, because it's sitting in that little area. It should be chunk loaded. If not, I'll throw one in there. But I imagine it should be working just fine. Anytime I find any ore that we have set up in there and we are ready to process, all I have to do is grab it and toss it in there. And basically at that point, it should automatically, slowly but surely, not gonna be super slow, but it will happen, to get processed. So it's not gonna keep up with this thing. I can tell you that much. Definitely not gonna be keeping up with this thing. This thing is way overkill for this, but I've been using this for a lot of other things like cooking the glass and stuff. But yeah, way overkill, but it's gonna work. So, is it the best thing to use? No. Is it what I want? Yeah, because I like it. But we'll get a lot more use out of this later, and I definitely am going to be getting some use out of it right now. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Sorry it wasn't anything too crazy. I hope you guys. I love you guys to death, and hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the other stuff that I've been working on stream and stuff. I definitely will be keeping you guys more updated, and thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys back in the next episode, and until then, goodbye.